Hello, this is Justin from CloudBees, and today I'm going to discuss how to add feature flags to your application using CloudBees Feature Management. The app I'm working with today is an insurance website that's written in TypeScript. Things are going well, but I feel that the Getting Started and Explore Plan buttons are a little bit washed out in the background, so I would like to change that to be a high contrast color, but I only want to let that change be seen by our beta users. So to get really started, you would go to the CloudBees documentation for getting started with the TypeScript SDK. I've already handled step one of signing up for an account. Now I need to add the CloudBees Feature Management TypeScript library to my app using npm. So I'll bring up my terminal, paste in the provided npm command, and after the install, I can get to work. The first thing that I need to do is create a environment to test this in. So I'll go to CloudBees Feature Management, and down in the app settings in environments, you can create as many environments as you need, and this allows you to have different flag values for your different DevOps environments, because you probably would have different flags in QA versus production, etc. So I want to add a new environment for pre-production. So I'll name it pre-prod, and I'll click create. Once the environment is created, I will be presented with a environment key that I can copy here and apply to my source code. So that's what I'll do next. Now, over in my source code, I have added a flags.ts file into my source, and that is the container class provided in step 3 of the documentation. So what I need to add right now is the environment key so that I can access specifically our pre-prod environment. And do note, in a production setup, this will be a build variable so that you can grab the appropriate environment flag values as you progress through your release process. So now that I have created my environment, grabbed my API key, and I've created my container class, now I want to create a target group in the user interface. So I will go into target groups in CloudBees Feature Management. I will create a new group, and I want to create a group called beta users. And for our property, I'm going to use an existing property in my application called isBetaUser. So I need that condition to be true in order to determine if a user is in the beta user target group. So now I'm all squared away. I will go and create the group. The next thing I need to do is go to the pre-production environment in the dashboard, and I need to tell that this flag should be only true for our beta users. So I will select the rule set here. You can see that currently it is false for everyone, but I'm going to add a new condition here for our target group that we just created. In this case, I'm saying a target group beta users, go ahead and serve the flag value as true, and for everyone else, we'll go ahead and say false. So I'm going to go ahead and save and activate targeting here. And now for our beta users, instead of seeing the all blue buttons, they now see a contrast, sort of a bronze color. And while that's going well, I think I'd like to try out another color. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this feature off for everyone in reverse of what we just saw. So now I am going to return to the rule set in the environment, and I'm going to go ahead and turn targeting off for this flag. So now the default value is being seen by everyone. We're not using our beta user logic anymore. And now when you return to the site, everyone sees the same blue icons here. The last thing that I wanted to show you is how to add team members to CloudBees feature management. So currently, I'm working by myself here, but I'd like to invite a new user. And in this case, I'm going to invite Sarah. And I'm going to give her full access to all of our environments. And I'm going to go ahead and select Add User now. So in this way, we've discussed getting started with feature flags and CloudBees feature management, from install to target groups to environment creation to inviting a user. Thank you for your time.